Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Amy or Amy Louise. Today I'm going to show you how I created this weirdly easy look using the Age of Opulence by Beauty Bay, which I still think this cover is way too much, but it's a stunning palette. Now, I have not done my usual build it up twice or anything because I genuinely thought when I was doing it there was just enough pigment and I was good, and I feel like that's going to make it easier and quicker for everybody else. It is a really quick, easy look, so let's jump on in and get this baby on my face because I gotta go to work. Okay, so I've got a little bit of P. Louise base number 2 on my palette, and I've got a nice big fluffy brush which I kind of flatten down to like an edge almost, just so that I can get like to the brow area. And then I'm just going to prime my eye real quick. So I use this like flat edge that I created with the fluffy brush, like just to kind of underline my brow, and then I'll just go everywhere else and blend it out, and the brush, because it's fluffy, just does a great job. You can do this with any fluffy brush, it really does not matter. So I've took it all around my eye, under my eye, on like my inner corner, like the bridge of my nose, and slightly out into my temple area as well, just so that I've got all bases covered really. I'm starting off with a Jessup 231 brush, which is a little tapered brush. You can see I've got my little elephant safety jumper on, it's so cute. And I'm going in with Speakeasy, which is right at the top. Second row, first shadow. So all I'm going to do with this is I'm really going to pack it through the crease. I'm going to leave the very inner corner of my eye bare because honestly I just cut it away anyway. If I put it there it's just more work. So I'm just going to pack this in. I'm going to keep it quite rounded and just pack it on into my crease. So I've got this shape now with no extra products but the same brush. I'm just going to go in little circular motions just to start to blend this out just a little bit. I'm now going to go in with the Jessup 228 brush, which is slightly bigger and fluffier, and I'm going in with the shade Velvet, which is on the very bottom row in the dead centre. And with this I'm going to start to blend this out about 50 on 50 off, and honestly this isn't going to do much to the shade or anything, but it's just going to help the blend more than anything. Next I'm taking a Morphe M441 and I'm taking the shade Dandy, which is in the bottom left corner, and I'm going to do the same thing, but now I'm going to start to take it out a little bit further on the outer corner, keeping it rounded, but I'm going to keep it tighter on the very front of the eye. So I'm going to start off on the outer corner, circular motions, and then pull my circles tighter and tighter as I get forward. And I'm just going back and forth, so tiny little circles, bigger, 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 bigger to the end, and then go back in and reduce the size. Next I'm going in with another Morphe M441 and the shade Flapper, which is this kind of pinky purple in the middle. And with this I'm going to do the same thing, so bigger circular motions on the outer and then bring them in so they're smaller on the front of the eye. Okay, so you should have something like this. You can see it's quite nice and rounded. I've pulled it slightly below the eye and it's just There's no words. I'm going to take the first, well, I'm going to go through all the brushes and I'm just going to run them below the eye. So I'm starting off with the first brush. Put it into my second brush. Third brush. Really making sure that it's all connected on the outer corner. And then that fourth and final brush, same thing. Now I am going to tidy up under here, so it doesn't matter if it goes a bit messy, I'm going to tidy this up. Anyway, that's not a problem, but I'm going to make sure with that last brush I really go circular motions just to make sure that it is all blended and where I want it. Then I'm going to take a flat brush and my Peeler's blank canvas. The brush I am using is a Water Treat. My base brush is 7072 by Peeler's. Came with one of the crisp finishes. Okay, so with my brush, my handheld mirror on an angle, so you can kind of see it's this kind of angle so I can look down. So I'm going to keep my eye open, head straight, but the mirror is angled so that my eye is still open and I can see a little bit clearer. I'm going to keep my eye open with the very tip of my brush. I'm going to mark out my cut crease. Now I'm keeping my eye open so that I know for a fact it is above the crease. This is the easiest way if you've got hooded eyes to get a cut crease above the crease and know that it's going to be visible and not completely hidden. So I'm planning it to about halfway and I actually want it rounded, so I'm going to flip the brush so the rounded edge is facing the outer part of my eye. Keeping my eye open, I'm going to mark it, and this is actually going to help with creating that shape. Okay, so I've got this shape. It's a cut crease that's just rounded off. It's easier if you're right-handed, your left eye will be easier to create this shape than on your right eye, and if you're left-handed, your right will be easier because you automatically hold your brush facing that way, where on your dominant side you've got to kind of angle it outwards. It's a little bit more awkward. I'm going to use whatever's left on the brush and put that in my waterline. Now with my finger at first, I'm going in with Revival, which is the very shimmery blue. It's the only shimmery blue in the palette. I'm going to take it on my finger, I mean look at that. And then I'm just going to pat it on the top. Now the easiest way to do this is to place your finger right at the as closest to the edge that you feel comfortable and then drag it down, and with a mirror angled upwards. Now I've got pretty close to the edge, but it's not as close as I want, so I'm just going to take a flat brush. This one is a Morphe M224 in that same shadow, and I'll get those edges with this. Okay, so that is nice and covered, and this is cute, but I wanted it a little bit more, I don't know, I just wanted a little bit something more, so I decided to go in with the Super Beauty Hydra liner in the shade Scrunchy. It is a very bright pink. It's not one of the UV ones though, which I'm kind of sad about. And I am using, where has it gone? I'm using the Super Beauty 610 brush, which is a tiny little liner brush. They're expensive, but for this kind of work, 100% worth the money, 100% without a doubt. So I've just got the water in the lid. I've just dipped my brush into the water, and then I'm just activating a small section. All I'm going to do is I'm going to line the cut crease. That's all I'm going to do. And then on the inner corner, I'm just going to extend it onto my inner corner and almost create a fake tear duct with it. I'm just going to take my fan and dry this for a sec. Okay, so I'm going to do mascara and lashes next. Now, the lashes, I have no idea what they are. They were on my table. I just found them on my table, so I need to put them away. I need to figure out what box they've come from, because I've got 3 pairs of lashes on my table that I haven't put away. I need to figure out what box they are from. I'm sorry, but whatever lashes you want to wear them. So I'm going to do that and then I'll be right back. I have a little makeup cloth with some micellar water on it. I'm just going to tidy up just underneath my eye. Okay, time for base. I'm going to do a really quick base, so I'll take you through it. I'm being really lazy at the minute, like way too lazy, honestly. I'm going to go in with my Infallible by L'Oreal concealer. This is the Mauve concealer. I'm just going to pop a little bit under my eyes, and then I'm just going to take whatever's left on the wand over imperfections, any blemishes that I've got. I'm not going like over all my scarring, but just like whatever's the worst really. I'm going to take a stippling brush. This is a Morphe one, but I have no idea. I think it's a Morphe one, but I have no idea what brush it is. And I'm just going to tap that out. And then I'm going to tap out underneath my eyes too, just making sure that I don't get too close to the eyeshadow under there. If I do, I will just go in with those brushes again. No extra product, just to go over the top. So I've got my concealer on. I'm going in with the L'Oreal Infallible 24 Hour Fresh White Powder Foundation that I almost dropped. I've been loving this at the minute, honestly. This is like the past 2 weeks I haven't really worn makeup. I've just done brows and this, sometimes just this and no brows. Yeah, it's doing the job. I know I've been a little bit MIA, but I do apologise. I've had a lot going on in my personal life, and I haven't even had the time for makeup, and when I have had the time, I just haven't been in the mood. I've not mentally just been able to sit down and film and that sort of stuff. My depression's definitely been kicking in a little bit at the minute, and like I said, I've got a lot going on in my personal life, which is why. But yeah, I felt a little bit better today. I just wanted to look pretty, even though I'm going to work and I'm going to be there all freaking day. I'm going to be there, what am I doing today? At 12:11. So I'm there all day, and usually when I'm doing these shifts, I don't really wear makeup. I'll just put like powder foundation on and brows and a lip balm. That'll be the end of it. Like, just plain Jane, not in the mood for makeup on long shifts. It's just too much, honestly. So powder foundation is on. I'm going to go in with some bronzer and some blush and highlight. Bronzer, I'm going to go in with the Glamour Bronzer Face and Body Bronzer in the shade Trailblazer by Morphe. Look at the size of that pan, like almost the size of my head. It's massive. But yeah, so I'm just going to pop a little bit of this on. And then I'm going in with my Milani Sunset Passion Baked Powder Blush. My beautiful Heidi for my birthday bought me a big box of goodies from Beauty Bay, and this was in it, and I've been loving it. So So I'm just going to pop that on. Usual blushy areas. It's not like super in your face, but I really like it. And then I'm going in with the Rodeo Drive highlighter that was again in that box. I used to love their highlighters, then I kind of went off them a bit, and I got this, and now I'm obsessed again. And I know they're controversial, and I know they've done stuff, and you know, all the stuff, but I've got it, so I'm going to use it. So, yeah. So to keep within my Christmas jumper theme, at the bottom it says Elf and Safety. It's a little elf body. We are now allowed to wear Christmas jumpers at work, which I am very excited for because it is freezing at work. We have like walls down the side, and then the front is all open. It's a shutter that goes all the way up, and all the heat produced from the kitchen goes straight out, and it is freezing even with a thermal on. It is so cold. Like literally can't feel your fingers, you are shivering. I had to put my hands so many times, like within a couple of millimeters of the oil in the fryers, to warm my hands up, and I shouldn't be doing that, but it's the only way I could actually warm my hands up. I could not feel my fingers last week. Like my fingers were frozen solid. Anyway, that's not the point that I'm making. It's cold and I get to wear a Christmas jumper, and that makes me happy. I don't know what this lipstick is. The sticker on the bottom has come off, but it's a Primark Luster lipstick. It's bright red. You will probably be able to find it in Primark if they still have it. Anybody else's Primark's makeup section like gone to nothing? Like nothing. They redid my Primark. Upstairs it was all like clothes, like men's clothes, kids clothes, and now that's all like houseware and stuff, and then downstairs is clothes, and then they've like pretty much got rid of the makeup section. There's like 2 bays of makeup now, and it's not a lot, like tiny little bays. So yeah, I'm not impressed. It's a little bit more orangey than I wanted, but it'll do. How have I skipped that entire section of my lip? That's better. Okay, so that is everything. That is my entire look done. Let me know what you think down below. Like I said, it's a pretty quick look. It feels really festive and Christmassy. I don't know if that's because it's that time of year and I'm wearing a Christmas jumper, but to me it feels festive. I don't know if it's the purple and the blue. I don't know. These just, I don't know. Like purple and blue make me feel Christmassy more than like red and green, weirdly. I think it's just like the warmth in the colours. But anyway, let me know what you think down below, and if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up. It really does help me out. I know I've not really been around the past week or two. I promise I will do my best to get better at that. I was doing really well and just like 3 videos every week without fail, and yeah, and then shit hit the fan, and yeah, YouTube has kind of paid the price for that a little bit. But like I said, I'm gonna do my best to be able to film and get videos up and edited. I have got 2 more weeks of madness at work, and then things will die down and be easy for me to be able to film and do things and be able to get videos out for you guys. So yeah, I do apologise. Please stick with me. I'm doing what I can to not put my head through a wall and like go a little bit crazy, because it's getting to that point, honestly. I'm reaching breaking point, like just everything's going on at the minute. So yeah, I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.